Today marks the first day of a week-long farewell to former leader Fidel Castro in Cuba. In Havana, thousands are lined up near Havana's plaza, people bringing flowers and Cuban flags to remember the fallen leader. Now, since the news of his passing, Cuban Americans have been celebrating in Miami's Little Havana district. Some of them have said it's very surreal, and they've been waiting a long time for this to happen. NBC's Sarah Rosario joins us from Miami, where those celebrations have been happening. Sarah, what's the scene like there now?
Well, Brooke, this is news that so many Cubans say they've waited a lifetime to hear after spending years under Fidel Castro. You can hear the celebrations going on right now with people honking their horns as they pass by. Exiled Cubans here in Little Havana haven't stopped partying since Friday. They say they hope Castro's death will bring freedom and change to their country.
Dancing on sidewalks to the rhythms of pots and pans, Cuban Americans in Miami haven't stopped partying since Friday.
I would call him a dictator, a thug, a murderer.
Celebrating the death of 90-year-old former Cuban President Fidel Castro, ruling for more than 50 years.
Hopefully we will have a future democracy in Cuba, and I'll be able to go back and visit the land of my birth.
Even though his brother Raul is in charge, exiled Cubans in Miami's Little Havana hope Castro's communist, oppressive ideologies die with him, making room for prosperity and political freedom. A good thing for the economy? Tourism. American Airlines and JetBlue launched the first commercial flights from Miami and New York to Havana, another step of restoring diplomatic relations. This as Cubans in the homeland are in the midst of 9 days of mourning. Today they'll pass Castro's remains in Revolution Square, a somber atmosphere with many, like protesters known as the Ladies in White, forced to celebrate behind closed doors. Telling NBC News they'd be put in jail if they marched the streets. The first Sunday in 13 years they haven't protested. But exiled Cubans in Miami are celebrating for them.
Those are tears of
Joy and sadness at the same time.
Recalling years of turmoil and hardship, hoping to see a free Cuba in their lifetime.
And back in the homeland of Cuba, Castro's remains will be carried more than 500 miles all throughout the country before a public funeral will take place in Havana on Sunday. But meantime, here in Miami, a large demonstration will take place tomorrow night at 5 p.m. at the Bay of Pigs Museum. It's for all people affected by the Castro regime. Reporting live in Miami, Sarah Rosario. Brooke, back to you.
All right, Sarah, thank you so much. Relief could be on the way for firefighters battling the wildfires